Hi, and good morning. We're going to be demonstrating a Critter Guard installation on a PV system. So today's demonstration is going to be on a flat roof, and as you can see, we are going to be installing this 6-inch PVC coated wire mesh, and we're also going to be using these J-hook fasteners. Now, your typical PV system is going to be 4 inches from the bottom of your module to the top of your deck. And then you'll see in this example, we're going to be running into a couple of little obstacles that we're going to be getting around, and we're also going to be demonstrating a corner installation. Now, we are going to be using the 6-inch PVC coated mesh today, but in the event that you are dealing with an older system that has a much higher clearance, we also have the 8-inch material available, which should get all the coverage that you are absolutely going to need. You can see the significant difference here. One of the reasons I like to use the 6-inch mesh, as I stated with that clearance, is that it doesn't give you very much overhang and wasting material. As you see, this material is very malleable, so when I place it flush with the module, you'll see that I don't have excess material overage here. With the 8-inch mesh, you'll see the coverage you'll see the unnecessary material that will be left behind. In other areas where the 8-inch mesh might become a lot easier to use is on S tiles, where again the PV system is raised much higher. As stated this morning, we're going to be using the 6-inch mesh, and we'll be demonstrating that installation now. So the next step is going to be your fastener assembly. Your fasteners come in 2 pieces: the fastener plate and the J-hook. Assembly is very, very easy. You'll simply take the fastener, the unpainted side, you'll take your J-hook shaft and you'll push it right through. And as you can see, it locks and stays in place. Now, during your installation, if you find that one of your fastener pieces has come loose, in this case, it has come loose in this manner, easy remedy is simply going to place the flange on a flat surface, applying pressure to the center, and then if you'll proceed with your assembly, you'll find that it has remedied the situation and it will not come back out. This is a non-intrusive product that works perfectly for this PV system, and I will demonstrate the installation. So you will place your PVC mesh up against the module. You will take your J-hook fastener, slip it in between the wire mesh, catching the bottom lip of this module, and you can secure your piece. This is not going to go anywhere. And that's how you use the J-hook fastener for your PV Critter Guard system. Ideally, for these small sections, I like to do those pre-cuts. But for longer runs, like say along the eave, along the rake, or along the ridge of the systems where there are a few panels in length, I like to use one continuous cut for those. And that is just to assist with getting around obstructions like the one we find here. So our first obstacle in setting this PVC wire-coated mesh in place is going to be to make my corner cuts. So I've identified on my wire mesh where my corner is going to land. So I will make a cut that is approximately 2/3 of the way up. I will lay the mesh along the edge of the panel, flush with it. I do not like to exceed the top lip of the module And so I do my best to try to keep this below that lip. I have my wire fastener here, my J-hook. I'm going to be placing this in a landscape orientation and folding over. Even with this obstruction in place, you'll see that with my cut, I have plenty of coverage here, I have plenty of coverage here. I have found during the installation process that 60 clips or less are sufficient for a 100-foot roll of mesh. And this section's installation is complete here. I will then come down to make my cut here. Once I lock this corner into place with a fastener, this section will be complete. So I'm going to be demonstrating the installation on this section here. In this section here, you'll notice that I do have an obstruction, but we need to get past this obstruction in order to close out this section here to make sure that no critters of any sort get up underneath. So with that being said, I will go ahead and lay this out, and I'll go ahead and make my cuts. I want to make sure that I cut down low enough to get past that obstruction there. So these corners will be overlapping, definitely giving it additional coverage. And I will place my fastener right in there to lock that area in. I've selected the landscape orientation to give me pressure points on both these ends here. So now I have this corner piece locked in. Got this obstruction that we have bypassed. I have locked this corner in, and you'll see from the deck that there is no way that a critter can get up underneath.